Hi everyone, I'm Eliana, the founder of Human Systems Technology, uh, a method of reprogramming the subconscious and awakening the DNA. This is an energy work that can make you feel, that can help you shift the feelings of discomfort and pain in any aspect of your life. And if you stay with us a little longer, then you'll enjoy a beautiful um, reprogramming of your subconscious like we do every time in this program. Welcome to our live event on Facebook, From Disappointment to Success, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Dubai time. Only to look at what might keep you from being more successful than you are today. Here, I would like to let you know that this is the one of the two last episodes that we have on this program. The last one will be on next Tuesday, as I need to focus on some other projects that I have pending, and also we need to attend our journey to Sacred Delphis for summer solstice in Greece. So with this opportunity, I would like to remind you, those of you who haven't already subscribed to my website, to do so, so that they let me have your contacts, and I'll be able to inform you when I have news about my work and when we'll be restarting these beautiful programs, which I think they won't be on Facebook no more. I'm looking for a new platform to work with. So you only be able to get a link and join us if you let me have your contact so that I send you the link. Okay, so tonight we look at something that is very important for your success, a situation when you go into it greatly sabotage you from being successful. It usually make you feel really bad. It's a tough situation. It keeps you stuck and make you feel even depressed, and something that affects every aspect of your life, even your social life, your career, everything. Um, have you ever felt disappointed before? But of course, everyone has that experience, and you know what? The biggest possibility is that you'll be disappointed again. Um, but the important thing here is to understand how to look at disappointment as a new opportunity in your life. And these are the good news. Tonight, I'll be teaching you how to look at disappointment as a new challenge and a new opportunity in your life. But let us start from the beginning. Let's say that you set high expectations that something will work out to your benefit, but at the end of the day, things haven't worked out that way. And you're now holding on to an unsatisfactory outcome, and uh, you're feeling very difficult in dealing with unfulfilled expectations. So, yes, feeling disappointed is a tough experience. But however, when people know how to shift that into a positive situation, they can greatly benefit from it. And this is what most of people ignore. So they just allow this situation, this tough situation on them, to overpower them and keep them stuck and suffering in their life. Um, the majority of people, they wallow in their disappointment, and they allow this situation to bring up feelings of feeling stuck, self-doubt, lack of self-confidence, disempowerment, and depression. um, of course, so it's very easy to start thinking in a negative way, and most people go into that feeling in a negative way about themselves, feeling that I might not be good enough, maybe I don't have the skills for that, or this is what is happening always with me, and on and on and on. But you know what? This is going down to that trail of negative thinking is exactly what keeps people from seeing the real value of disappointment. And it's easy to get caught in that disappointment feeling and not allow it to open you up to new opportunities. But what you need to do when you get into a situation like this is to help yourself shift the way of thinking, shift that mindset of yours. And you need to start with doing a few things. And the first simple thing is to tell yourself that disappointment is just another uncomfortable feeling that keeps me alert of what is happening in my external environment. And from then on, you need to look at how to overcome disappointment when you get into that unpleasant situation. And one of the first things you need to do is to acknowledge how you feel about disappointment. So you need to ask yourself a few questions so that you get down to your true feelings and emotions. So you ask yourself, what has happened? What should have happened really? And why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling disappointed in this situation? By asking these questions to yourself, then you'll realize you'll be clear of how you feel in your heart about yourself, how you feel about the situation, and how you feel about people involved. And that will help you a lot in taking the responsibility of what happened, so that you clear any feelings of guilt that usually keep you stuck and tied to a situation, and look at new opportunities that open up for you. The next thing is to reevaluate your expectations. Usually the outcome of what is happening at the end, it determines the way you feel about yourself or the situation. And here I would like to share with you a very valuable piece of wisdom that, to my understanding, is the master key of unlocking that tough situation of disappointment once you get there. So let's say that when you are in the beginning of creating something, you have no expectations. Then therefore it wouldn't really matter what will happen at the end. So when you have no expectations, and it doesn't matter to you what will happen at the end, you don't have a real reason for being disappointed, you see. Because when you come into a situation without expectations, then you can see the situation for what it is exactly. And so you are detached from the whole thing. And by having feelings of detachment, it's much easier for you to let go of what happened and move on with yourself, moving on with your life for a real success, and not allowing just a situation of just a happening to keep you stuck. Then the next thing is learn from your experiences. So here you need to ask yourself of, what do I learn from this experience? Because every experience is a new lesson. And it's very important for you to learn your lesson very well and be clear about it. Because it's only when you learn your lesson that you open up to new opportunities. Then the next one is to take a personal inventory. Then you actually ask yourself of what is that you needed when you were in that situation of disappointment, how you felt about it, and what did you need it really? What kind of skills? Maybe there are some skills that you should have had and you didn't have them. Maybe you needed some piece of information that you didn't have. Maybe you needed more knowledge about something you didn't have. Maybe you needed to have a support system you didn't have at that time. And and anything else that it feels important for you. And because things don't always turn out the way that we expect them, then we need to be very well prepared of how to handle disappointment so that we are not hurt, and we are not allowed the whole thing to bring our psychology down and get us stuck. So now let's see how we can handle uh, this situation of disappointment once we are in. So the first thing we can do is to get out of that panic and that difficult emotion that is pressuring our heart, is to calm down. And so we need to use a few tricks so that we succeed to that. One of the things we can do is to distract ourselves with something. Maybe just live where we are and what we're doing and do something completely different that usually help us change our mood. Maybe it's going to the gym or listening to music or do some activity or walk in nature, something that usually gives us pleasure. Another thing is to transform our psychology by using that board that I have suggested to you before to create. This is a board, or it's an A4 paper on which you write all your achievements and your talents and gifts. The very first time that I heard about that, I smiled and I said, "Oh, come on! This cannot be that important, and it would not, support me at a difficult time." But once I start using it, it was really very, very handy, and it does help you change your mindset. It connects you to your strengths, your abilities, your gifts, your positive side, your powers, and it also brings memories of joy, memories that make you feel worthy and value, and that is so important every time that you find yourself in a difficult situation. Also, you need to remember that once a door closes, then a window opens up. But if you stay there staring at the closed door, then you might miss the open window, which is the new opportunities that are presented to you. The last thing that I would add here, that maybe is something that it never crossed your mind, maybe just because the times that we live now, they are very different than before, and the challenges are different, more intense. Things are moving much faster. Maybe the demands are higher and more than before. I would suggest to you to have a mentor in your life, a mentor that inspires you, a mentor that it makes you feel safe when you talk with and when you exchange information or when you chat with, a mentor that you feel that can give you all the support that you need when you are in a difficult situation, so that you shift it into an opportunity and you move on with your life. You don't lose time. You don't lose your energy. You don't let yourself suffering. You don't let yourself in pain. And the reason why I say that is because through my experience, I came to understand that people don't really have all the knowledge they need or all the skills so that they can pull themselves out of a difficult situation, in a short time, so that they don't let themselves suffering, but also to take advantage of the new opportunities that they appear on their path. And last, the most the other aspect of the truth, and the other aspect that they can move things and shift things around for you is to do the work, to take the responsibility of what happened, because it doesn't matter. It was just another lesson. Okay, it's like going to school, having to take classes, having to learn things, and at the end of the year, you need to take your exams to pass your classes, and then you move on to the next level. This is exactly what is happening in life, because life, it's a school. We're here to learn, and we're here primarily to raise our consciousness, to evolve, to become better people. And this is the only way that we can do that, by going through tests and through lessons, learning one lesson after the other. But as we move along that, and we take responsibility every time that we go through a lesson, and we're really clear, about the lesson, of what we learn, of how, of our feelings, of our thoughts, then it brings us to a place of empowerment, okay, of clarity of mind, and then we can make better opportunities, healthier choices for ourselves, and move on and being successful. So you need to take responsibility for healing yourself and do the work for yourself. The work that we do every time in this program, in reprogramming your subconscious. And the way we do it is that we connect and we call in the eternal consciousness, the sacred energies of life that come through your crown chakra, right in your subconscious. They remove all the energies, the traumas, the limiting beliefs, the fears, the doubts, all these limiting, all these dark energies, negative energies that block you from moving on with your success. They are substituted with new positive programs, with new wisdom, with new codes of information from your highest consciousness, and then they bring you into a place of power where you are in your balance, when you are in your heart, and you feel more empowered, more passionate about life. You are more inspired, and so you can move on successfully in your life. So we are ready for a deep reprogramming of your subconscious. So I would ask you to make yourself comfortable. Maybe sit down or lay down, any way you feel more comfortable with, and then close your eyes and start breathing in and out slowly. Breathing slowly and exhale slowly. And as you're breathing in slowly and exhaling slowly, feel that your every cell of your body, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, are relaxing. Breathing slowly and exhale slowly, and feel that you're relaxing more and more. Now imagine that you are in a pyramid of white light. And as you are breathing in and out slowly, the sacred energy of life, the eternal consciousness, is coming, is flowing through every cell of your body. And as you're breathing in and out slowly, you start expanding, becoming one with this beautiful sacred energy. I want you to bring your consciousness to your heart and focus on your breathing, and keep on breathing slowly in and out throughout this session. So now I want you to stay in your heart, and I want you to connect to the feeling of disappointment. And I want you to feel, how does disappointment serve you? How does it serve you to feel disappointed? What do you get out of it? Is that the way for getting people to pay attention to you? How do you feel? So now allow the energy to release the obligation to the energy of disappointment, and release it from blocking you from your success, your happiness, your joy, your passion, your inspiration, your achievements, your harmony. Now allow the energy to disconnect you from the collective consciousness of disappointment, and disconnect you from the subconscious collective consciousness of disappointment. Now allow the energy to release your fear from moving beyond the limitations. Allow that. Now allow the energy to connect you with the energy of now. and with all heavens, and realign you with your gifts, the gifts of your success, of abundance, of your talents, your abilities, your courage, with your powers, your passion, with determination, with commitment, and without having to connect to disappointment. Allow that. Allow the energy to bring through. I know when and how to create potential opportunities for me. Allow the energy to bring through the energy of I am enough. Allow the energy to release all the trauma, the fears, the self doubt, the self criticism, and self judgment that doesn't allow you to feel that you are enough. Now allow the energy to bring through my sacred power. Allow the energy to reconnect you to your sacred power. Allow the energy to bring through. I know how to move forward with my life without disappointment. Allow that. Now allow the energy to connect you with your higher self. So now allow the grounding energies to come through for you. Okay. Now allow the energies to connect you to your new energies, the new vibration of your heart. Okay, now you take a deep breath in. You bring your consciousness to your heart and open up your eyes. Okay, so I want to summarize a little bit about disappointment and how to look at disappointment as a positive experience and as a new opportunity in your life. So the way to go about it is to look at disappointment as another lesson, because that's exactly what it is, another lesson. So you get clear about what happened in that situation. You get clear about the emotions you have in your heart and you feel up towards your own self, the emotions that you have towards the situation or anybody else involved in it. You get clear about your thoughts, and then you let go. You let go so that you can keep on with your life and you don't spend time into that situation of suffering and pain uh, because of disappointment. So you need to act exactly like, you know, sometimes there was a glass of water on the table, and with a movement, with an unfortunate movement, you spilled the water on the table. It wasn't something that you really intended to do, but it happened. And what you did, you immediately got up, got your cloth, and pick up the water, and that's the end of the story. And then you got another glass of water, right? So that's exactly what you need to do every time in your life. Every time that something bad happens, then you need to leave it there. The whole thing needs to end there. You just need to take an inventory of the situation, an inventory of your emotions, take responsibility, and tell yourself what happened happened. You can't change the past. So make a choice, make a decision on the spot of what is your next step. But you need to make that decision. Don't let time get by and and wallow in your negative emotions and going down to the trail of negative thinking. It won't get you anywhere. It will only make things worse for you. And also it would deteriorate your health. So take responsibility, forget about what happened, let go of what happened, and make a decision of what is your next step forward. Okay? So this is a golden recipe that you can apply every time that you are in a difficult situation in your life. And here is the end of tonight's program. I hope that you enjoyed it. I wish you a lovely evening. Take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and I will be back with you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Dubai time. Until then, take care. See you all then. Bye.